I'm available for all sort of MyLab courses, MS Excel, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Access Mathematics, accounting and statistics, problems solved.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we are taking XP25 Excel AppCapstone Intro Collection. I will guide you through this video step by step, making it easy for you to follow, and you can done your assignment by watching this video. You can contact me for your assignments, exam, quizzes, and for complete course on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my bottom of the screen. I can do all online courses, MyLab Accounting, MyLab Finance, MyLab Excel, MyLab Word, MyLab PowerPoint, Writing, Economics, Java, C++, Python, Nursing, and many more online courses. Please reach me out on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my bottom of the screen. Now I am going to start my assignment to solve step by step. Okay, the title of assignment is XP25 Excel AppCapstone Intro Collection. Increase font size for a proper view. Okay, I have highlighted this. This is the title of assignment. You can see this title, Intro Collection. Here is the project description. You can see your project description to get idea about your project. Now I am increasing the font size of this complete instruction file for a proper view in my video. Okay. Zoom it. Okay, this is title. You can see again title is here and then project description. Now I'm going to start question number 1. Start Excel, download and open the file name XP25 Excel AppCapstone Intro Collection XLS. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. Basically, in this question we will have to download Excel workbook from Pearson IT Lab dashboard. I have also downloaded this file. I am opening my Excel workbook. Click on enable editing button. Now I am going to do question number 2. The question number 2 is that your first task is to move the title to the top of the worksheet. Okay. Basically in this question we will move the title. On the Christians worksheet, move the title Remits Odds collection from cell A7 to A1. Basically in this question we will go to our Excel workbook and Christians worksheet. Then we will move the title Remits Odd collection from A7 to A1. We will go to our Excel workbook, select, click on cell A7. Okay, move the data remnants odds collection from cell A7 to A1. Click on cell A7. We will cut and paste in cell A1. Simply cut this and then paste in cell A1. Okay, this is good now. Now I am going to do next question of this assignment. The next question of this assignment is question number 3. Question number 3 is that okay, I have highlighted first this question number 3. To balance the space, you will merge the cell containing the title with empty cells and change the vertical alignment. Change the vertical alignment. Select the range A1 to A5. Merge the cells and apply middle alignment vertical. Simply we will select the cell A1 to A5. We will select this cell. The point B is that merge the cells. We will merge the cell. Go to the home tab in the alignments group. Click on merge and center button. So we will click on merge cells button. Okay. Cells will be merged. And apply middle alignment. Middle align vertical alignment. Okay. So we will go to our home tab in the alignments group. Click on middle alignment button. Okay. It will be middle the alignment. Now we will move on next question. The next question is question number 4 of this assignment. Question number 4 is that you want to format some input cells in column K to be similar to the other input cells. Please follow my video and you can done your assignment by watching this video. Okay, you want to format some input cells in column K to be similar to the other input cells. Change the width of column K to 17.00, select the range K1 to K3 and apply a thick outside border. Okay, change the width of column K to 17.00. We will select column K. Okay, right click on column A, right click on column width button, and then okay, then we will change the width of column K to 17.17. Click on OK button. Column K width will be changed. Now select the range K1 to K3 and apply thick outside border. We will enter this range and we will select this range in the Excel workbook. Go to the Home tab in the font group. Okay, and we will go to the borders button and then we will apply thick outside borders in the font group. Click on borders button, apply thick outside border. Okay, this question is done now. Now I am going to do next question. The next question of this assignment is question number 5. Click cell C11 and freeze panes. This is the question number 5 of this assignment, and freeze panes so that rows 1 through 10 and column A and B are frozen. Okay, simply we will click on cell C11 and freeze panes. We will go to Excel workbook, click on cell C11 and freeze panes. We will go to freeze panes row 1 to 10, go to the view tab in the window group. Click on freeze panes button. Click on freeze panes. Okay. This is freeze panes so that row 1 through 10 are column A and B are frozen. Okay, now I am going to do question number 6. The question number 6 is that select the range E11 to E59 and apply the March 12 date format. We will select E11, enter this range in the range area, then apply the March 12 date format. March 12 date format. Go to the Home tab in the number group, open number dialog box launcher, and then we will go to the date and select March 12. We will select this date format and then click on OK button. Okay, it will be apply this format on this date. Question number 7 is that your next task is to replace a word with a more accurate word. Okay, find all occurrences of retired and replace them with sold out. We will go to the Home tab in the editing group, click on find and select button, click on find as replace. The find word is retired and replace them with sold out. We will copy this word sold out and then we will enter in the replace with box and then click on replace all button. You can see all done. We made 38 replacement. Click on OK button. Okay, close this. Now I am going to do next question of this assignment. The next question of this assignment is that question number 8. I have done 7 questions of this assignment right now. Mostly this assignment is given in the exam. Please focus on my PC screen. If you do not able to do this assignment, you can contact me on my WhatsApp and email. I will do this complete assignment for you with A+ grade. Question number 8 is that a range contains misspelled words that need to be detected and corrected. Okay, select the range AC1 to G5. We will copy this range. We will enter this range in here. Go to the check the spelling and correct spelling error. Go to the review tab. Go to the review tab in the proofing group. Click on spelling button. Okay, spell check complete. You are good to go. Click on OK button. Now I am going to do question number 9. The question number 9 is that in cell A6 insert the today function. We will click on cell A6 and then we will insert today function. Click on cell A6, press is equal to. We will go to the formulas tab in the function library group. click on date and time button. So we will select today function, click on OK button. Okay, it will be show current date. Now I am going to do next question of this assignment. The next question of this assignment is question number 10. The question number 10 of this assignment is click cell H11 on the Christian's worksheet and insert a formula that calculates the percentage rent paid of the issue price by dividing the amount paid by the issue price. Copy the formula from cell H11 to the range H12 to H59. Simply, we will click cell H11 on the Christian's worksheet. Okay, click on cell H11, press is equal to, and then insert a formula in here, cell H11 in the Christian worksheet. Please focus on my video. If you do not able to do this assignment, contact me on my WhatsApp and email. And insert a formula that calculates the percentage rent paid issue price by dividing issue price is F11 dividing by G11 is paid dividing by F11. Okay, paid dividing by issue price. Then we will press enter. It will be find percentage paid in cell as 12. Now copy the formula from cell H11 to the range H12 to H59. Copy the formula from cell H11 to H59. Okay, now I am going to do next question of this assignment is question number 11. The question number 11 is that click cell J11 and insert a formula that calculates the percentage change in value by subtracting the issue price from the click cell J11 and insert a formula that calculate the percentage change in value by subtracting the issue price from the current value and then dividing that result by the issue price. Copy the formula down J11 to the range J12 to J59. Click on cell J11, press is equal to. Okay, we will enter a formula in cell J11. So we will enter a formula in cell J11. I11 is current value minus I11 is the current value minus F11 issue price. Okay, dividing by this instruction is given in the question. You can focus on the question and you can enter formula easily. Okay, we will simply click on cell J11, press is equal to, so we will enter a formula. I11 is the current value minus F11 is the issue price, and then we will dividing by F11 again issue price. Then we will press enter. It will be find percentage change in the value in cell J11. Okay, we will press enter simply and it will be show the value for percentage change in value. Please focus on my PC screen. I have done this question so well. Now copy the formula from cell J11 to the range J12 to J59. Copy down formula through cell J59. Okay, J59. Okay, now I'm going to do next question is question number 12. I have done 11 question of this assignment right now, though I am going to do question number 11 of this. Sorry, I am going to do question number 12. Really sorry, I have done 11 question right now. Question number 12 is that you want to format the result with percent style. Okay, apply percent style with no decimal places to the range H11 to H59 and J11 to J59. We will copy this, enter in the range area. We will go to the home tab. In the number group, we will apply percentage style with no decimal places. Okay, and then we will select the second range and then we will apply again percentage style. Percent style again J11 to J59. we will select second range, and then we will go to the Excel workbook, enter in the range area, range will be selected, and then go to the home tab. In the number group, we will apply percentage style with no decimal places. Select this range, go to the home tab, in the number group, click on percentage style button with no decimal places, zero decimal places. Okay, now I am going to do question number 13 of this assignment. I have done 12 questions right now. The question number 13 is that you insert in the current value section at the top of the worksheet summary function that use the range I11 to I59. In cell I2, calculate the total of the current value. In cell I3, calculate the average current value. In cell I4, calculate the lowest current value. Simply, we will go to the cell I2, calculate the total. Click on cell I2, press is equal to, we will calculate the total current value in cell I2. Simply press is equal to, and then we will enter a sum function. Okay, and then press is equal to, enter sum function. Okay, so we will enter the range for current value is I11 to I59. You can see for finding the current value in cell I2, first I have enter is equal to, so we will enter sum function into the range for current value column I11 to I59. We will press enter, then we will find total value, total current value in cell I2. Now we will find next is that we will find average value. In cell I3, calculate the average current value. We will click on cell I3, press is equal to, enter average function, and then we will select this range I11 to I59. The value in the range I11 to I59, then we will press enter, it will be find average current value in cell I3. Okay, now I am going to do I am going to find lowest value. In cell I4, calculate the lowest current value. In cell I4, press is equal to, enter main function. Where is the lowest value? We will must enter minimum function, main function into I11, the value in the range I11 to I59. I11 to I59. Then we will press enter, and then lowest current value will be found in cell I4. Now I am going to do find in cell I5, calculate the highest current value. Okay. Okay, calculate the highest current value. We will go to the Excel workbook, click on cell I5, press is equal to, enter maximum function into the value in the range I11 to I59. I11 to I59 value in the range, then we will press enter. It will be find highest current value in cell I5. You can see I have entered this range and then press enter. It will be show highest current value. In this question, I am again review this question. First I have find total current value in cell I2. Then I have find average value. Then I have find lowest value. Then I have find highest value. You can see for total value is enter sum function. For average value, we will have to enter average function. For lowest value, we will have to enter minimum function. For highest value, we will have to enter maximum function. Okay, you can see I have done 80% of this assignment. For remaining question, and if you want to read for complete course, you can contact me on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my bottom of the screen. I can do all online courses, my lab accounting, my lab finance, my lab Excel, my lab Word, my lab PowerPoint, writing economics, Java, C++, Python, nursing and many more online courses. Please reach